My name is Brianna and I have been on CPR for 5 years now. I started on Special Task Force, STF. That was my 8th grade year, and then I was on mechanical team freshman through senior year. I've been the drive coach during competitions for the past 3 years.
Where are you going to college?
Going to Seattle Pacific University.
And what are you going to major in?
Electrical engineering with a minor in computer engineering.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I probably want to start out working at a company like Boeing or Electric Mirror, and then I want to own my own business after that, building robots. So.
How has CPR affected your life?
I never would have gone into engineering or STEM at all. I never even knew what it was before my dad started the program with all the other mentors, and it's really given me my drive and my direction, and I've learned to love it, and I hate it at times, but mostly love it, and it is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So it's taught me that, and just how to share the word of Christ to people around the world.
What's your favorite memory on the team?
So I think the best memory from my 8th grade year when I was on STF was learning all the dances with the girls, because I was nervous for the competitions. I knew I had to know all the dances that we would do, and so we would practice them. So freshman year, I think my favorite memory is that I got to actually have a say in what we built. I was the one who wanted a full court frisbee shooter. Being able to pitch that idea and have people actually go for it and have it be what we built was super exciting. I made the intake system. That was fantastic. We could pick up balls incredibly quickly. That was my first year coaching. I loved it. Worlds was fantastic. First time ever with a team. It was just so much fun to get closer to the team, and especially since we had another year left. And it was super exciting, especially since there was teams from all over the world, and we had met teams from Mexico and Canada, but that was pretty much it. Favorite memory from last year, when we were working with the Israeli team. So I always ask if they want to pray with us. I had planned it out, because they're from Israel, and I was okay, I gotta be gentle with the situation, all that. And I asked them, and the first time they were oh no, it's okay. We might, but just basically keep asking us, and we might say yes, we might say no, but we're good for now. They said oh, we pray on our own, and I was okay, sounds good. And then so I would keep asking them. It was right before finals, and I was oh, do you want to pray with us? And they were sure, and they said yes, and they were we have 2 gods on our team, and I was yes, and they're we're sure to win. I'm yep, exactly, that's how it works. I liked how we responded to the red card the first time especially. A lot of the other teams said that we shined what we were here to do, and that we didn't take it super hard, and then that we just bounced back. Just working late nights in the garage has been so much fun. Benjamin driving me crazy, Nick Murr driving me crazy because he drops everything every 2 seconds.
What are you going to miss most?
The team and the mentors, for sure. I'm going to miss the most. Just having fun, spending time with them, going on trips and different competitions with them, and just having a blast. Outside of that, I think coaching I'm definitely going to miss, because I love it. It is the most challenging thing probably I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding and funnest thing I've ever done.
Tell you about Bree. I know that gal. Known her for 18 years. She's been on the team, actually kind of officially, unofficially, up to 5 years. Of course, she's lived in a home where it's robotics live and breathe. And it was funny, we were just talking the other day, because when started the program with Matthew in mind, and throughout the couple of years that he was there, we were looking at Bree and we'd say, you don't have to do this. You don't have to really, it's maybe not be your thing, singing, volleyball, those kinds of things. So she has really grabbed hold of the whole program, done phenomenal. So she's been on basically 5 years. She's been the drive team coach for 2 years, maybe 3, I can't remember, which is a pretty amazing job. You have to have a level of maturity You have to basically talk people into wanting to do what you want them to do out there on the field. Obviously, she's one of the top mechanic. Her and Nick Muir are top welders. So, and then also she has that spiritual element as well. Things aren't quite going right. Say, hey, team, it's time to pray. And probably one of the most beautiful things was seeing her lead the teams in prayer, and other teams, secular schools, teams from Israel in the World Championship, out on the field in front of thousands and leading them in prayer. So that's, to me, the most important piece of this program, is that we are shining a light for the Lord. And so I just love that in her and so many of the other students living out the Christ in their lives in a tangible way.
Brianna and I multiple times were at the garage working until 2 a.m. or longer. People would just laugh at the stupidest things, muffin hour, and I'd just be sitting there shaking my head. And they're Benjamin and Brianna are over there dying laughing about something that Benjamin said, and I'm just sitting here going well,
being lead scout, I always hang out with her all the time, and before I really got to know Brianna, I always thought she was really intense. When I actually got to know her, I found that she was very encouraging and very helpful and a great friend.
She did a good job at coach most of the time, except when I thought her strategies were not good. I don't actually mean that. It'd be funny for the video. Bree making the half-court shot was cool. That was exciting, and then contribution has been great the last 4 years.
She reminds me of a mini Erica. They both had a schedule, and they would plan their schedule. It was good that she planned out everything, and good that she was a coach. She was the only one who could get Avery's attention, because she would yell at Avery a lot until he would look.
Brianna is really responsible. I see her on the drive team always trying to keep people in line, and she's also fun.
When in 2014 we were on a drive team together and she was coaching us, but when we made the catch, we were freaking out. We were hugging each other, and then Nick was like, "Okay, guys, focus." It's